Hello everyone, welcome to the new video on my channel. Today I'm doing a speed build of a family home in The Sims 4, and this family home has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and what is the most important is that this home is base game only. So you can download it in the gallery under my ID, which is Absolutely, and it's completely expansion packs free. And although I own almost every possible DLC for The Sims 4, I do really enjoy to build base game houses because I enjoy when you download them and you play with them. And I hope that it's gonna make happy some of you at least, because this is accessible to literally everyone. If you watched any of my previous speed builds, and you can find few of them on my channel, you know that I usually give commentary to the speed build and I'm commenting mostly on what I'm building in the game. But today I want to change it a little bit, and I want to talk about the topic that some of you may probably hear about, and it is the rumor that we will get a remastered version of The Sims 4. So let's call this video a speed build and let's talk together about something which is on my mind right now. Alright, so if you are following any news about The Sims 4 or The Sims in general, maybe you heard about it in last couple of days because it's all over the X or former Twitter. I still call it Twitter, and I think that a lot of you too, but let's call it X. And I did hear about it actually for the first time from my friend, who is not really a The Sims player at all, but because he is a really good friend of mine, he does watch a lot of my videos on my channel, and he came to me with this message where he said if I have seen these rumors which are going all around on the social media about The Sims 4 Remastered edition. And at the very beginning I was like, oh no, that has to be a complete fake. That is not true, right? Like, I haven't heard anything about that. And then I looked all around the X, and I do follow Sims community, and I think that page is pretty good for all the Sims news. And I did find out that they posted the article about the rumors about The Sims 4 being remastered. And I want to point out again, all of these information are just rumors because nothing is officially confirmed, and I have to admit that I hope that nothing like that is happening. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see some kind of refresh of The Sims 4, especially regarding some outdated graphics, and also I would love to see plenty of bug fixes. And I understand that it's complicated because the game is running on the engine which is 11 years old, and the game has a lot of content, and the code probably will be really complicated. If you fix one thing, it may break another thing, and for all of this I do almost understand the point of remastered version of The Sims 4. But when we call something remastered, usually it means better graphics, which is fine, but the problem is that it also means a complete new release of the game. And I cannot imagine that a remastered version of The Sims 4 would be released for free. It would be really great to use the potential of today's machines, like we have much more powerful computers today than 11 years ago, and we have ray tracing, so it would be amazing to see a different kind of light in the game. And I would really love to see updated graphics for The Sims 4. But based on all the messages that I did read in past couple of days in all of these posts over the social media, it does seem that the base game would be released with some parts of the mechanics from the Seasons expansion pack. And there will be also memories, if I remember that correctly. And it seems like there would be few things as a part of the base game which are now part of the expansion packs. They are also talking about the open neighborhoods, not about the open worlds, but open neighborhoods. That would mean no animation screens in case that you are traveling to your neighbor's house, which is great, and I would love that, but it also means that it would require better computers. That personally doesn't worry me that much because I do stream and I play many games that have higher requirements than The Sims 4 or any The Sims games. But I believe that there will be a lot of casual players who play The Sims only, for example, and for them that could mean a difference between being able to play the game and not. Because one of my main concerns is that if it was a truth and EA would release The Sims 4 Remastered Edition, what is going to happen with The Sims 4 not remastered? Will we still get updates for the game, or will it be forgotten like The Sims 3? The Sims 3 not getting any updates is still something that I can't get my head over it, because you can still buy content for The Sims 3. There are still sales on The Sims 3 store, but we didn't receive a proper update for the game forever. There was one update which was fixing a bug for some players which were not able to run the game at all if they had certain CPUs, but that's it. And there are so many players all around the world who still play The Sims 3 and even prefer that over The Sims 4. And I understand the reason why they don't update the game anymore, but that's only because of the money. They want to push The Sims 4 more. And it does concern me if they will come with the remaster version of the game, because that would mean that that's gonna be a base game which just has updated graphics and you will have to pay for that. And although I would love to hope for EA giving away the version of the game to all the players who already own The Sims 4 for free, I don't believe that they would do it, because if they are working on the remastered version, it costs them money, and of course they would want that money back. And that leads me to my major concern, and that is the amount of money that all the players all around the world put into The Sims 4, into all the DLCs, and what will happen now. If we will have remaster The Sims 4, does it mean that everybody will have to buy all the content again for the remastered version? Because The Sims 4 Remastered will have already some stuff in the base game, which is now part of the expansion packs. So it is quite confusing, and I don't believe that we would get everything updated for free. And again, I will remind you, these are just rumors. These are the information which are not confirmed. This is what I did read on the social media in different articles or posts from different users. And we can't be sure how accurate those information are. I feel really upset about these rumors and also about the lack of information that we have regarding this, because at this point it would be much better if the Sims team was really transparent, and once these rumors leaked, it would be really good to come out and explain what is going on with the game, and if we are going to have a remastered version, or if this is just the plan that they were talking about, that they will not release an expansion pack for a while and they will focus on improving the game and fixing the bugs. So it would be really nice to hear from the official sources what is going on at this point, because lately there is so much going on regarding EA and the Sims franchise, but EA generally, and it would be really important right now to be transparent about everything. It's not that long time ago when the team of The Sims said that Project Rene is not The Sims 5, and also that The Sims 5 is not happening, or at least not happening anytime soon. And the reasoning for that was the amount of the content that people own for The Sims 4. And the Sims team didn't want people to lose the access to that, and basically start with a new game which will be base game only, and we will lack the content for the game for a long time again. So they basically said, you spent a lot of money in The Sims 4, so we will continue to develop the game and we will continue to bring you the new content for it. And all of that would be completely pointless if these rumors are true. Yet again, if these rumors mean that we will get a revamp game and it will be completely for free and it will be available to all the players, then I am all up for that, but I just don't believe it that it would be free, and I am really worried that it would mean that the old base game, the old original The Sims 4 would just stop getting updates, and that is something which really concerns me. And I really hope that anytime soon we will hear some official information, and I just hope it's gonna be a good news for all of the players which are there left for The Sims 4. So cross fingers for that all of these rumors at the end won't be bad news for us, and it will be good news for all the Sims community. I really love the game. The Sims as an entire franchise means quite a lot to me. I said that many times and I'm gonna repeat myself again. I played The Sims my entire life and it means a lot to me. It's not just a game, it was a companion, and it is still, which was a part of my life all the time. And I love the game, and I love the creativity, and I love the gameplay, and I just don't want that to get ruined completely. It literally accompanied me through my entire life, every single release of the new Sims title, and I just don't want that to be over. And I know that all the things at the end come to an end, but I don't think I'm ready for The Sims 4 to be over. And I still hope that we have some better tomorrows. So let's hope together, I guess, because if you're watching this video and if you are this far in the video, it means that you love the game too, or at least you're here for me. But I still have hope, and you should have it too if you care for The Sims and if you care about the game. And hopefully soon enough we will get some good news, as I said before. Now let's switch the tone a little bit and get to the build itself, because so far I didn't talk about it at all. You were able to see in the video that I started with a floor plan, and on the ground floor we have a bedroom for the parents, which is the master bedroom. We have a bigger bathroom, we have a kitchen with the dining area, and we have also a small living room. There are 2 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bathroom. The idea for this home was to build a family home which will be under 50,000 simoleons. I usually start with like either placeholder items or the items that I want to keep in the building, but I always decorate at the very end. And one of the reasons for that is that I check all the time on the budget of the house that I didn't cross the 50,000, and I'm always thinking about what I can afford or what I can't. This family home is a home for a family of 4, and I felt like 50,000 simoleons is a reasonable budget for a family of this size. Although if you will start the family as it is in the Create a Sim, you will have about 26,000 simoleons, I believe. And if you will create your family members through the story quiz, it's gonna give you a little bit more money if you're lucky, but you can't say that this is a starter home, because 50,000 simoleons is not something that you would most likely start with. So this is more of a home that people would move in with their families after they started a little bit of gameplay and make some money through the game, unless you're using cheats yourself for money, which I personally don't like. I do like building cheats, but I don't like any gameplay cheats. So I actually do hard work, and when I create any gameplay videos, I always level up any skills and money and everything through the actual gameplay, so I don't cheat it myself. To keep the budget under 50,000 simoleons, you would find that in this building there is no expensive electronics. For example, I will place a desk in the living room where is nothing on it, and it was intended for the computer, but I didn't want to place the cheapest computer there to make it look horrible. And if you will feel like it, and if you will download this home and play there, just feel free to add the computer on this desk. This is the one I'm talking about, just to make it feel more realistic, because today I believe almost every household would probably have a computer, at least one. And that's the same situation with the bedroom upstairs, especially for the teenager that I made. I placed the tablet on the desk, but feel free to place a computer there. And that's also very similar story related to the furniture that you can see around the house. I'm not saying that all of it is the cheapest as you can find, but most of the items will be on the cheaper side of the furniture that you can find in the game. We finally moved outside, although you will still see me going in and to add some decorations or clutter to some of the parts of the house a little bit later, and also I'll be working in the garden. Although I'm not doing anything super fancy, the house is in the Willow Creek, which is a base game neighborhood, and my original idea was to try to build something which will almost look like a house that would fit into Max's standards. Although it's true that inside it's very cluttered. I don't know how familiar you are to Max's standards of homes, but one of the requirements would be to not fill the house with too many items, because the idea is to keep the houses to run on low-end PCs or systems. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of the homes which you will find in the base game, and they were originally created by the devs or the Sims team, are looking so sad sometimes, and they're not cluttered because they want the game to run on low-end systems, and they want your game to be smooth, and sometimes too much of clutter causes bugs and chaos in the game. So I was trying, at least from the outside, to mix and match my house with the Maxis look. I personally enjoy the way how this home looks like, and I was really hoping that I'm gonna make it feel very homey, and that's one of the reasons why the house is also compact and quite small. The rooms are not too big, but I personally prefer it this way because I prefer when there are not too many empty spots around. Although I still prefer when my Sims can walk around the furniture, so there is no issue with routing of my Sim. And I did playtest this house, and I believe that there were no issues with any objects, and Sims were working fine inside, and nothing stopped them from using certain items. So you will see a little bit of footage at the end of this video where I'm doing a tiny gameplay inside, and you can imagine how your family will live in this home. I have to tell you that I'm always really grateful and really happy when we get base game updates which bring new items to the game, and we did get one not that long time ago. If you want, you can watch my video about it when I'm talking about the items which were added to the game. Whenever I build with the base game only, I do realize that although there are quite a lot of items in the game, there are limits. And for example, I don't like many of the couches that we have in the base game, and it would be great to get some base game couches and also some cheap base game bed which would have different color swatches with, for example, wood and bedding, because it is always such a struggle to choose some nice base game bed, and then I usually end up with the same cheap base game bed and also the same look of it, because most of the time I don't really like the color of the wood tones that we have. So that would be my wish for all the players who have only base game. I really hope that they will add some new beds and some couches. I want to point out this part of the video where I'm building a custom sand pit, which is something that I believe quite a lot of players still overlook. If you will use a terrain paint and you will choose a sand swatch or sand option, your kid will be able to play there, and your adult sim can actually draw in sand too. So try that, because it's another fun activity that you can do in the base game, and I believe that some players still don't know about that. I did say before in the video that you will see me going back and forth because I am doing these finishing touches where I am still decorating either outside or inside of the house, because I am limited on budget. So please excuse me from going here and there, which is just the way as I built. And I do that quite a lot, especially because a lot of the time I do limit myself with the budget or with certain objects only. So I always feel like if I have to add something here and there, I don't mind to come back to it and rearrange something or add something or remove something. So I'm a little bit of a jumpy builder where I go from one room to another, but that's just the way how I work in the game, because I am basically never happy with everything and I would always improve something, but that is just my mind how it works. As you can see here, I'm just rearranging these planters. And now we have a little bit of the gameplay footage so you can see the sim family inside of the house and how it all works together. If you made it this far in the video and you are not subscribed to my channel, I would kindly ask you to do so, because I would love to grow the Sims community here, and I would love to find other players who have still the passion for the game, because I don't really have many people who play The Sims 4 or any of the Sims titles around me, and I'm always super excited when I see comments in the comment section from you guys, and I would love to hear what do you think about these rumors that I was talking about today. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and I hope that I will see you very soon in some of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.